So I think we are live, guys. Good day everyone and welcome to my
The
live
wind
stream.
rises.
Today it's November 12th, 2023, Sunday, and the time is around 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So everybody's having a lunch time to follow Baharu to our village. So where is that Baharu? Right here. So we are continuing the quest of or a story quest of Cyno.
Dad, you're back! Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why?
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better.
Oh no.
There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge
so they
might
are
seem
doing
like
a
an
bad
unforgivable
thing
crime to you, but to us,
with
it's
a
a
good
means
purpose.
of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
I suggest there are some other way, but desperately right now they have to do that
I must
thing.
get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
Yeah, that's
I
correct.
somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa, look at all of this.
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look, these seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Court of
Yes,
Desolation.
that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
What's that?
Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Oh no. So there
I
are...
started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen
So
into
there
place.
are, no. There is
With this
someone.
Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe. Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler?
Oh no,
Since
another
all this canned
favor for
knowledge
us.
came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing. Leave it to us.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Okay, we're done with the quest. We're gonna have to read the Cyno's introduction letter. A recommendation that Cyno wrote for you. It represents the trust the General Mahamatra places in you. So where are we going next? Okay, I'm gonna check the story quest again. That is Lupus. Vulture Volant Act. So there is a conflicting quest, guys, that I need to finish. And because I'm currently involved in the other quest, please check the details. So I cannot proceed on continuing the quest. So you have to finish first or start with the Vulture Volans Chapter Act 1, The Illusions of the Mob. Look for a Matra. So that is in the Sumira City. I guess that is inside the bazaar. So we're going there. Okay, here we go. So guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Another quest conflicting.
Hello, traveler. Have you ever heard of a moment of dreams?
What's that?
Oh, that sounds like some kind of sweet drink.
I'm
What's that?
afraid not. It's the name of an event we started to hold regularly. Dreams have become quite the hot topic in Sumeru, and many people are excited to share the dreams they've seen at night. The same goes for me. The last time I dreamed was when I was but a little child, so I can't help but feel excited and nostalgic about dreaming again.
Oh, right. Everyone's able to dream again now.
Yes, we organized an event to give everyone with new dreams a platform to freely share their experiences. And thus our event, A Moment of Dreams, was born.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
So it's kind of like a fireside chat.
You could say that. We
You
hear
could
all
say
sorts
that.
of wild and fabulous stories every day. Really, why not have a listen for yourselves?
Yeah, but to us, dreaming is as normal as breathing. Wait, but if there are free drinks and snacks involved, then Paimon might consider it.
Oh, really? So you mean you've already seen many dreams?
But no need to get so excited. It's really nothing special.
No. We need experienced participants like you to share your experiences with dreaming.
Oh.
Please allow me to address you two as dream experts.
Dream experts, really? Hang on.
Oh, expert? Paimon kinda likes it.
Now you seem interested. Please, follow me to the meeting place. It won't take much of your time. Rest assured, you'll find all the drinks and snacks you'd like there.
Wow.
Wow.
Accommodating. Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. We should see what the traveler thinks first. Why aren't you saying anything?
You're the boss, Paimon.
Hurry up and take us to be dream experts.
Very good. Follow me then.
Follow me. So there is a start of a Sapienta.
Do you know what's the most important part of being an expert?
What's that?
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
Nope, it's all about the title. From now on, Paimon will be known as Paimon, the dream expert.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to the Grand Bazaar. We're kinda laggy though. The Grand Bazaar. So that is another side story quest, I guess.
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some. We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Danyazard.
Huh, so you two are still hanging out together. Dia, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard, not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Holmayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
But she said they'll treat you to the best dishes. Paimon can't believe you can still refuse that.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave? There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything
I think we're gonna have
operates
to
on a
change the
completely different
transition,
set of
I think.
rules.
Okay, we're gonna
That doesn't
put it
change
right here.
anything about what I just said, though.
That's like
We're
this.
still friends, and I can only support you if I
And
understand
then
what's
probably I'm gonna
bothering
add
you.
the
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya? All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure.
Many mercs.
Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora.
Oh, I see.
The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's
Deshret's
Relics.
Deshret's Relics? Judging from the name, they
Oh,
must really look up to...
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control.
I see.
On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name.
Stupid name.
I found it insufferable for years. Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Oh.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
What did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Wow.
Hundreds?
Yep.
Hundreds of
The
incidents.
scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them. Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
Oh.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
Yeah.
I don't know. people change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the
Apologies,
past,
guys.
there were still a few lines that he wouldn't
You're
cross.
getting on conflict
That's
with the
setting the bar
other
pretty low.
story quest.
I
Just like
mean,
this,
if he was even
I
remotely
think it's the
decent,
story
then
quest
why
of
would I have
Leah.
to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women. Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dia. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person. He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. But that was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him. Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but
Perception
don't worry,
and
my lady.
reality.
It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me. Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
Oh no,
I
smuggling.
see.
Smuggling!
But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Yes,
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
Well,
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help. I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
Stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady.
Milady.
All right, then let's get moving. Our
Let's
first
get
stop will be
moving.
Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
So another quest started, the Manti Choka Chapter Act 1, of course. Let's check if we can get back to our...
Why tapos mo ma? Tapos dan. Why noodles mo lang to?
I need to finish the Volans Act 1. Sorry guys, so there is a conflicting with the story quest. Let's check. So it's gonna be conflict with the story quest, right? Yep. That's not... It's Vulture. What's the Vulture? Ah, okay, this one. Vulture Volans for Al-Haytham. The quest location is currently involved with the other quest. Oh no. Look for the mantra. I think...
Too slow.
So the story quest is also started.
Quit following me.
Ah, that's higher. It's not in the Grand Bazaar, but on the top of the Grand Bazaar.
Too slow.
Let's just follow the guide. Going there.
Quit following me.
Okay, we're right here. So this is the story quest
Sorry to
of
interrupt.
Al-Haytham started.
We finally
I guess.
have some real dream experts joining us. Esteemed experts, this way, please. Ahem. Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them.
They must be dream experts from another land. Great! Oh, I have a question. Me first! Me first!
Me first, me first.
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask in an orderly fashion.
Commotion everyone finally forms a queuing.
Whoa. Paimon didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams. How can I do that?
Oh, Paimon knows. Paimon's had this kind of dream before, so she knows a thing or two. The first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an adventurer's arrow and flew in the sky all night long. The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime.
Dendro slime.
A group of kids thought Paimon was a radish and pulled out all the grass on her head. Oh, it was super painful. The third time, Paimon became a cryo slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef and turned into a smoothie. And the fourth time, Paimon became a powerful geo slime and went to take revenge on the forest boar that used to bully Paimon. But then the boar showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look cute, they usually cause trouble and end up getting killed by adventurers.
Yeah.
Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
You have a point there.
I suppose you're right. They are monsters, after all. I just want to experience a different life, but it seems that becoming a monster would be even worse than my current life.
Worse than my current life.
Maybe I'd be happier if I became just a regular finch. Or fish.
Looks like being an expert is way easier than Paimon imagined. Next!
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Esteemed expert, I want to know what posture I should sleep in so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
Oh.
Well,
The same position last night.
hey, you're supposed to be helping. First, why don't you tell Paimon about the dream you want to have again?
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her? There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
Oh, sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear. I just want to...
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before falling asleep is probably way more important.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
Think about it. If you're the one thinking about her, and you're the one that'll be dreaming about her, then it'll be easier to connect your thoughts and dreams.
You do have a point. I'll give it a try tonight. Thanks for your wise advice.
Oh, my turn. I want to know the name of the plant in my dream.
I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
I dreamt of a raven flying over the wasteland last night. Does that have any kind of special meaning?
Hey, no rush! One at a time! Their questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all. You do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer itself. Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is. Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind?
Nahida? Who's that?
Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar analogy. Unfortunately, she's
So
super
this is
busy
the story of
right
Nahida,
now, and
guys.
may not have time for gatherings like this.
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult you.
But you saw how we answered all the questions just now. We're not really all that knowledgeable.
Ah, but this guest is rather special.
Nahida.
My question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place? Huh? Nahida, how did you get here? Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to check it out. Anyway, I really didn't expect to meet you here. Oh, right! If there's anyone that understands dreams, it's you! You should be able to help us answer all these questions. You're not wrong. Alright, they can ask me anything. The more interesting, the better.
Yay. They're scared to ask.
Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago.
They need to build up
Why
some
the
courage
sudden
first.
hesitation? Even so, it's not like I look super intimidating or anything, right? And in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru, yet they didn't even flinch at you. Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. It appears I'm the one spoiling the fun here. I'll see myself out. Oh, that's not true, Nahida.
Sad girl si Nahida.
I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a moment of dreams, which is to let people gather here and freely share their marvelous dreams. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. The water is more secure and settled, but it has lost its free-flowing nature from the river. I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container. She's soaking. Hey! It's alright, everyone! No need to be shy. The Dendro Archon is really nice, so please just go ahead and ask. Otherwise, she'll leave.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yay.
Ata
it's
will
the
give it.
slime guy.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a future fish is more suitable for me.
I see. So you want to become a small animal in your dreams, right? Why do you think that sounds good to you?
I guess I just want to experience something different. My everyday life
Well,
is nothing but the
everyone's
same. The
life.
sky is right above
Nothing but
me,
the
and the
same.
ocean just over the horizon, yet I remain caged in a life of monotony.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry. I'm getting a little confused. Why don't you seek out some new experiences in real life?
Because if I don't work, I won't have any mora. Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood every day, but I have aging parents and young children to take care of. By the time this all dawned on me, I realized that my life has already been filled to the brim by trifling matters, and I have no more freedom.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams. The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body turns into. Your mind will still be stuck in the same predicament.
Really? That sounds pretty terrible. Then what should I do?
I don't know everything that you're going through, but how about replacing your hammer?
Huh? Replacing my hammer?
That's right. Having worked for such a long time, you of all people must know what makes a good hammer.
Well, of course. A good hammer needs to be heavy enough to drive the nail in with just a couple taps, and the handle has to have a good grip to it, not too smooth. Come to think of it, I haven't replaced my current hammer in quite some time.
You should replace it. Then decorate the handle with something you like. Maybe some ornaments, fur, or hard leather wrapping. Then write the names of your children on it.
That makes sense. I think it'd give me a good boost of energy at work.
A new sense of adventure often begins with the little things in life. You don't need to become a bird in the air or a fish in the sea. You only need to do your best in life, and all those things you cherish will become your source of happiness.
Yes. Yes, I get it now. This is a real eye-opener for me. I'll go and pick out a new hammer right away. No, I should make one of my own. Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
That's nice. Nice advice of Naheda, guys.
That's our Nahida! Only you would know how to get right to the heart of the problem. Actually, I didn't really understand the problem. Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing. Whenever he became tired, he would look at some names on the handle of his tool. After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him. After observation, I know this kind of behavior motivates people, but why is that? Is it because of excitement, anticipation, or helplessness? I really don't know. And even if I could know what's going through his mind, it's still difficult to fully grasp his feelings. Oh, Paimon gets what you mean. Huh. Paimon had no idea it takes you so much effort to understand these kinds of things. That's why I was a bit nervous just now. But luckily, seeing his happy face in the end reassured me that I didn't say anything wrong. Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning. Hey! Don't forget about Paimon! Everyone knows that Paimon's also super skilled at reading people's feelings. Thanks, you two. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archon's response too. What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams every night?
longing for the deceased. Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, it will only highlight the emptiness in your real life. If your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
No, I suppose not. But our time together in my dreams is not just reliving our past together. I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. But it's really as if she had come back to life in my dreams. She even remembers each and every dream. After I wake up and then continue dreaming again later, we can pick up our conversation right where we last left off.
That's really amazing. Statistically speaking, continuous dreams are extremely rare.
It's almost as if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams. But the more vivid she appears, the emptier I feel, and the more painful it is when I wake up. I don't know whether to call it a blessing or a curse.
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep longing for her. Were there any unresolved matters or regrets between the two of you?
I don't know. I suppose my biggest regret is that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with her. I really felt like I was ready to move on. I wouldn't be so hesitant now if it weren't for these hyper-realistic dreams I've been having.
Huh. You know, they say that whatever's on your mind is what goes into your dreams. But dreams are and will forever be just dreams. We are people living in the real world. It's not good to be overly obsessed with dreams. All it'll do is fill up your mind and eat away at your thoughts.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm also a little disappointed in myself. I still need to take care of our child. And it's probably not good to let her see me in such a state. Anyway, thanks for your advice, Great Dendro Archon.
I'm a little worried about him. I hope he can find a way to cheer up soon. I think I can handle things from here. You don't need to stay here if you find it boring. You're here to have a good time after all.
We all are. Hopefully we can now proceed to... Oh, it's Denjo quest again. So I guess there are too many conflicting story quests in our gameplay today, guys. Sad day. 50 meters, that's still... Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to... Yeah. Climb right here. To teleport. I'm going
Swan
to...
Fury!
For Al-Haytham quest. Oh! What's happening to this area? Maybe some sort of a bug. Okay. The Matra.
Hey there! Excuse us, but is Cyno at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Cyno? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a
Vahumana.
Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their
What's
most
that?
renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
Wait. Somewhat longer than expected. Know what happened? Oh no. Wait, just a moment, guys. What happened to our main screen?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
I'll hate them.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Cyno and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
Alright, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
So that's another start of the quest, I guess. So hopefully we are done and we can now proceed with our Cyno's quest, which is the Lupus now. Yes, we can now proceed to Cyno's story quest at long last. Because there are some conflicting story quests, guys. Apologies. With Naheda and Al-Haytham.
Hello, we meet again.
And also Dia.
Have you managed to find Cyno? If so, how's he doing?
He's doing great.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
Forbidden research, yep.
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Okay, maybe up the inside of Sumeru City, right? Behold! And of course, that is below.
Quit following me.
Right here, I think. Otaiba. I'm going to talk to Otaiba.
Okay, I understand. Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Opens on the wall. Tagal naman load. Why it took so long? Okay.
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Just make it quick. Oh. Let's see what's your concern. Court of Desolation, despite repeated prohibitions. Research on the Court of Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who study the history of Court of Desolation mainly go through three stages: discovery, investigation, and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is the relatively basic discovery phase, which causes little to no harm. The results of their discoveries will show that treasures related to life and death may be hidden within the Court of Desolation. This is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the Court of Desolation has been vague at best. As a result, the structure itself has never been truly discovered. Many researchers deplete their resources searching in the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets with the words, "Entering the Court of Desolation comes at the price of one's life." Two different interpretations of the line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is the key to entering the Court of Desolation, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the latter view gradually became mainstream. As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time overtaken by the fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear. They attempted to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and was eventually banned. But even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Murtada Rakhani, who were arrested, that research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again. So this is the sealed materials of the Court of Desolation.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Murtada Rakhani.
Huh, it reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani.
Radkani.
But you're not far off. Murtada Radkani was Taj's only son.
Oh.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
Is there any way we could meet Murtada?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Oh.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Murtada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Murtada was born. So when Murtada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Murtada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules.
Oh, no.
Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Murtada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
Oh no.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
Yeah.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Murtada back. Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know.
It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Oh, now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right?
Yeah.
There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
Wait. There is some in here. Records unaccount of Spantamad. Ah! Oh no, it's gone already. Mechanical life. Record naman, Aravatat. Researcher being sentenced to prison. Suffering forbidden. Well, we have no choice but to exit. Okay. So inquiry about the recent shipment. So going outside or returns to silence. So we are right here and talk to Jenam.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Oh yeah.
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Okay, that's quite weird.
Squall and Fury!
But here...
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
We're done talking, right? Okay, so we're gonna have to find the guard.
Behold!
That is lower 20 meters. I am.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened? A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Let's calm down, everyone.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him. Wait,
maybe it's not.
I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
Annabelle's kinda panic.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Yeah. We will get to the bottom of it. Because the bottom of it will get the bottom of it. So we're going to Taj House, which is located outside. Yep. A steel. Steel inside the Sumeru City. So we're going to Taj House and see what we can find. We confirm. Sumeru curry is a popular dish in Sumeru. It is said that every household has its own way of making this. Oh, I like curry.
Squall and Fury.
Go to Taj House and look for the clues. So we're going to Taj House right here.
Quit following.
Oh, there is a... Oh, there's nothing. Oh, yes.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well,
Let's
what
see.
should we do then? Do we break in?
We don't need to break it, or just have to knock first.
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
There's no other option though.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency.
Yeah.
I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
Let's search around.
What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous. I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Well aware of that.
You're right, that's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
Yeah. Oh, so this is the ancient map. Okay, I think I got it. We're gonna have to go there. I think.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
Alright, we'll give these to Cyno and see. Let's go!
It's a moment, guys.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
I have missed too many bugs. What should I do?
I think it is already located on the map, so we're gonna have to go there. Yeah, I think that's right here, right? But we're gonna have to meet first with Cyno. Cyno, we're gonna meet with Cyno. Cyno, what have you done? Cyno, what have you done? Cyno, Cyno, what have you done? Cyno, what have you done? What have you done? Dun 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 dun.
Too slow.
Fly. Wait, Cyno. It's really a large scale kind of syndicate. We are gonna face Touch.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become. That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Fix on it later. Because I have a problem.
The wind rises. Squall and fury. Quit following me. Behold! Upon the gale.
This is the court of
Too
destination.
slow.
So we discover the court of
Quit following
destination.
me.
So touch is going to revive. I don't have any these recommended elements. Well, let's see about that. Maybe I have to sacrifice Horizon for now. And then use Eden,
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
Blow and Electro. Well, let's see about that later. So. Oh, we have an access with Cyno.
Surrender!
So this is the Court of Desolation.
Desolation.
Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
That's nice. There's an assurance with our beloved Cyno. That's nice. There's a chest.
My guiding stars! Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Upon the gale.
Oh.
Whoa, is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
It's the new area we just discovered.
Squall and fury. Upon the gale. You dare to gaze upon me?
They all eliminated at once. Okay, where are we going? Wow. This one's a different kind of thing. Oh no. I felt kinda dizzy. Dizzy, dizzy, dizzy.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
Yes, that's our way in. Can we check this content? We cannot. It's still moving, right?
That eye seems to be staring right at us.
Yeah.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Awesome. Wait. So we can still check it. We need to rotate again. Oh, I see what been doing. Been doing.
Behold!
Is it open? It's open. We need to go back, I guess, and rotate the other one.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Relax.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation.
Squall and fury. The wind rises. Yeah.
Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Behold.
open another area.
Too slow. Quit following me.
Oh no. Latham? Or Taj? Probably this is Taj, guys. Sadly, we're Taj.
Taj.
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die? Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
What? Really? I don't have any
So,
proof yet.
did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once?
No. Okay.
Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Let's go. We're going to fight our old friend Touch Rakani of Cyno. Now, the battle of life. Where is he?
This power is mine.
The night is cold. Hi! Light this off the side!
As I thought.
Easily get defeated. Sorry, Touch.
Your
We're quite so
strength.
strong.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
He's
He
not.
never planned on opening the door. His true intention was
To kill him. He wants to kill himself.
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
no wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
Seeking its power.
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this, as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn. You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you?
Again? What happened to our screen? Moment, guys.
Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Oh no. Touch. He's a great guy. But he sacrificed himself. Just like Sasuke's brother.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
No. Because of that position. Sacrificed himself. No. Elemental reaction. When electron meets cold, superconduct occurs. This elemental reaction deals AoE, cry damage, and decreased physical resistance. So once the physical resistance decreased, so you will be able to deal a lot of damage with your physical attacks based on your base stats of your weapon.
The Court of Desolation has...
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Yes.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebob 4 days from now.
days later. Oh no. Where are we going for the 4 days later? I guess we're going back to the our village and wait for uh 4 days. So let's see. We're gonna have to wait for 4 days. Oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, no, oh no, no. At ngayon wala ka na, di lang kung saan magsisimula. Ngayong bukas, kailanman ng iba. We have to adjust our time for 4 days, and we're almost finished with Cyno story quest, guys. That's 2 days. Day after tomorrow, and that's 2 days. And of course, we're gonna have to set up our That's 2 days. 2 days wandering wrong. Anyone to go? Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna have to add another 4 days. Dun 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 dun. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. I really appreciate it, guys, for those who dropped by in my live stream. So please continue your support. I really, 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 really appreciate it all, guys. God bless you all. And we're done with the 4 days.
There's no such thing as pure
Go
freedom
to
in this
the
world.
caravan repath.
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
All return to silence. Did you want to go? Maybe it's a way out.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Nabil.
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared. The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight.
Wow.
After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
Is Cyno alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno around. By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Didn't want to go. Yes, we are with the Cyno quest, guys, at long last. So here we are on the last
Trying
part,
to
yes.
single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating, but I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However,
aware.
I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tighnari!
Tighnari is on the scene!
Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier!
See this sign?
Are you also here to see
What's the purpose of this kind of headband?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat
Some
a girl
kind of
named
headband,
Seaman.
right?
I also dropped by just to check for any
This
injuries.
one's a,
he seems to be fine
helmet,
physically, but he looks a little more lonely
Fine,
than
I
I
guess.
remember.
This one's a headband, I guess.
And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know. Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge. So, I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors and my partner. I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know. There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone.
Yun. Shout out
I
kay
prefer to
Princess
avoid
May
revealing the
Ortiz
location of
Sarabia.
the Court
Yus,
of
nakabalik
Desolation.
na ako. Sa ka ba galing?
I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
And we're done with the... Well, we're done with Cyno Quest, Lopus Auratius Chapter 1.
Hey, Dia, you're
and
back.
it's ready.
Are these two
Proceeding to
friends of yours?
Dia's story quest. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, so you've already become like one of us then? Well, that's good to know. Anyway, since we've got newcomers, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Ahmar has been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. But it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
Oh no, I'm lagging.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible!
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
You're
heard
having
me
a
right.
power struggle.
The
Okay.
vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have.
I see.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
See.
It sounds mighty strange to me too. Harun, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Khan al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf.
Hisham Khalaf.
You're here too.
You're here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Ribat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him. Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever he goes, Paimon will follow.
Okay.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dia.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here. Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, and that alone
Sheer
would
luck.
still make her quite formidable.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Oh, one other thing, Dia. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that and you weren't even gonna tell me?
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they always like this?
More or less.
More or less.
There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as
They're
soon
running
as
amok
things
around.
come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it. That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis. Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here's the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dekan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
That's
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dia.
Okay. So I think we are done with... Yep. What is this? Okay, the General Mahamatra on duty. It is a furnishing. A briefcase used by the General Mahamatra Cyno has an approximately cylindrical cross section and has ornaments that signify its status. This briefcase can hold more documents and implements than the standard style that the Academia uses. Of course, the need to use so many objects in a single investigation indicates that the task is of such extreme explicitity that only a few people in Academia can accomplish it. Chef among them, of course, being General Mahamatra Cyno. A briefcase large size has also been an encumbrance. Every time Cyno leaves the house with his briefcase, he will invariably be spotted by various people, and word will quickly spread that the General Mahamatra is off on official duty, which can get in the way of his investigations. As such, Cyno often takes advantage of this notion by going out empty-handed and acting like he's not working, which can catch his targets off guard, or by taking the briefcase to the tavern to sit at a table for a long game of Genius Invocation (TCG) or trading card game until any onlookers tire of watching him. With time, the briefcase has thus come to symbolize the unpredictable work hours of General Mahamatra, obtained from a historic quest. So, I don't have any Cyno yet, If only. Okay, so this is the quest reward from finishing the story quest of Cyno. I don't think that it is still included right here. Once the quest or the story quest is gone, it is already gone in here. I hope that there is a save of the completed quest, but yep, there's none. So we're done with our quest of Cyno. As you can see in our objective of our title, we're done, and of course we're gonna grind. We're going to grind on finishing some of the daily tasks we have here. So it's already 2 p.m. around 2 hours of gameplay, and of course we're done with the Cyno quest. We're going to continue by playing other mini games. We're done as well yesterday. We finished doing the weekly game of TCG, 4 games. So we're going to destroy Hilichurls or Hilichurl towers. Right here, 200. That's 200. We need essential materials as well for our weapon. Weapon for Benay. Benay weapon. We need to grind that as well. So once again, guys, thank you so much for supporting our live stream. I'm kind of busy. I'm doing daily, but yep, I'm not always in the mood to make a live stream. Just doing our daily. So of course we want
upon the gale
to make our live stream more informative. Because doing just daily means just the wind rises. I guess we're done with destroying the commission. We complete the commission, right? Yep, we already complete all the commissions. So our goal for the day is to, I think, in battle, right? So I need to complete these 2 remaining things. Ascend a Dendro character other than the Traveler to phase 4. Yep, that's it. And a Geo character. So if we check our characters here, I almost upgrade my Dendro character, which is we are using right now, Kali. So we need to up or ascend her, but we are running low always of upgrade 30. We are always running low of Mora as well. So also with our Geo, I think we only have 1 Geo, right? Aside from Traveler. Yep, we only have 1, which is Noel. And also we need Noel to be ascend. So we need, of course, this Geo Hypostasis grind as well. We're done with Kali. We already have enough essential materials to ascend her. Now for our Noel, we need Noel to get a lot of Geo Hypostasis. So we're going to grind in here. We're going to fight with of course with the Geo Hypostasis. Hey, sorry guys, it's already version 4.2 with our Genshin Impact, so apologies. Didn't update the name yet, so I'll be editing that later. So for now, of course, we need to set up our characters. So we have a healer, we have a shielder as well, and I guess I'm gonna use Beidou for destroying the things. We'll see on that. So we have a resistance because of the different character elements we have here. We'll have to recover first and then boost our speed. We don't have no choice but to swim, to fly and swim to get on the geohypostasis. Okay, it's already 2 and nakakantok rin guys. Let's try to eliminate the geohypostasis.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay. But I guess I can hit the geohypostasis, right? I can hit the echo. There's no problem with mine because of we are lucky to have a wanderer.
Not now. The night is cold.
Okay. Oh no, Beidou, why? Okay, this geostasis is kinda strong, guys.
The wind rises. Squall Fury.
Let's light it up.
Okay.
My guiding stars. Not now.
Kaya, hindi ko na ano.
My guiding stars.
Mabilis siya mag-cover.
The wind rises. Quit following me.
Not now.
Behold.
The night is cold. Cold. Mine to command.
The wind rises.
Unsightly insects.
Not now.
Ah! Sayang. Oh no.
Squall and Fury.
My guiding stars.
Sayang, lumipat siya pala ng location.
The wind rises.
The night is cold.
Sabi lang ata yung ano ko.
Everybody stand back!
Wretched vermin!
Not now.
Behold!
So yun lang pala. Yun lang pala. Okay. We don't have any 4-star. At least we have the Geo Apostasis Proctor level up. Sadly. Okay, so while we are here, of course we're gonna have to accomplish the thing we need to do here. Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay. Sadly. I hope we can find something important there.
Search for it.
Of course, we are already near there. Just a few more, and we're done exploring this area. Hopefully, there is something important in here. We're almost there. We only found chest. Exquisite chest. Yes.
You even want this?
Okay, what is this thing? We're going to climb up, right? Temporarily? Okay.
My guiding stars.
The wind rises.
The night is cold.
Eyes on me!
Squall and Fury.
There is swirl effect here, so there is no problem. Okay.
A little goes a long way.
I think we are clear in this area. Is there anything special? Nothing. But what's the purpose of that? We're just gonna have to use our Geo Traveler. Geo Traveler this time.
Just what will we come across this time?
That's probably We need this. Probably there is a geo at the top. Or maybe there is none. Okay, this one's quite high. Where are we going? Okay, let's try going there. Maybe just to escape this area. Just to escape you. Escape away from you. Da -da -dun, da -da -dun, dun -dun -dun. So many barricades. Da -da 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 -da. Okay. We found something special.
Not now.
Okay. Okay. We just okay, we cannot destroy that. Oh, there's nothing in here. There is nothing, nothing. We have 87% explored. Me and Lin, we have 75. Bijou or Bijou Plain. So let's try to explore the area, guys. Bijou Plain. Yes, let's try for the Stone Age if we are lucky to find some treasure chest located there. I think we already complete all the daily grind we have. Why are they here? Didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. So we completed the area. This is below on this area, right? Let's try about the hidden zoo formula. Okay, there's nothing to grind in here. Okay. How about this Wu Wang Hill? Hopefully we'll find something. Yep, nothing. Wait, I wanna have to switch with our miner Beidou.
All right, let's go.
Nothing, there's nothing in here. Let's try to go here. Or maybe in here. Bishui Plain. But we didn't find anything special about this place. Let's try for the Hua March. Hopefully this area we will find a treasure. Okay, nothing. Still nothing. Don't find any treasure. If you check on it, it's 96. So where's the 4% treasures that we need to find? How about this area? I will try to get in the center of this and find some treasures. Treasure. That is what you are. You're my burning star. My wish come true.
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long.
We found something. We found something.
Behold!
Open the lagi. Found something fishy. Where is it? It said it is below. Where is that though? Oh, okay, I see it. I see something in here. Yeah. Contrast.
The more the merrier. First round's on me.
The merrier. Okay.
Squall and Fury.
We're clear in this area. We're going to find another area. Of course. Okay, still. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Still there's nothing again.
Behold.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
Too slow.
I see that. That's the chest.
Quick fall. The wind rises.
Unnecessary.
Yes. And maybe there are some trials that they didn't take it. Check them out. It's a problem.
Squall and Fury.
Basic attack. There we go. Basic attack. They managed to find us.
Let's light it up! The night is cold.
The wind rises.
Now. And there's nothing. Nothing.
Squall and Fury.
We're running low as well of nothing.
Behold.
500 more.
The wind rises.
So that's it for defeating Yo.
Too slow.
I see some floating debris. Maybe there's a chest. Nope, there's nothing. Just iron chunks.
Not now.
Squall and Fury.
1,000 more. That's nice. 1-5. Okay. Cool.
The wind rises.
Let's continue exploring this area.
Quit following me.
Maybe we can find something.
Quit following me.
Yep. Maybe see something.
Behold.
Under a bridge already? I think I already explored the
Squall and
bridge.
Fury.
Why is it okay?
Take it and have fun.
Yeah. the bridge. Maybe I check the other bridges, but not this one. Didn't find anything.
My guiding stars.
The wind rises.
Oh, but the chest is right at them. Oh, yep, I see it. I see it.
Take it and have fun.
And this is where you are hiding. Mm-hmm. At least we now know. Okay, nothing.
Too slow.
There is nothing, nothing.
Quit following me.
Quit following me.
Behold.
See. Okay. Oh, I see a chest in that cart. In that cart.
Too slow.
The night is cold.
Yeah, same.
Off we go.
Below us? There's nothing here.
Off we go.
Oh. Sorry about that. So I guess I'm gonna end it right here, guys. We're kinda antok na rin. So, yun na nga, guys. We accomplished a lot of things for today. We're done with Cyno, of course. We finished all of the things. That's 27. We need to become a zoo tycoon. Okay, that is gonna be our last thing to do for today's live. So, going to hunt some. I think this is not part of the. Is the boar? Can we capture a boar? Or maybe we can't, because boar is a food, right? Nope, we cannot capture that thing. Sadly. Oh, maybe a bird. We can capture a bird.
Too slow. Quit following me.
There's no birds. That is sad, guys. I just need 3 to hunt. Ah, that's the birds. I didn't see it. Oh, I didn't check that there is outside. Okay, red horn, lizard, okay. So we can really capture that. How about this bird? We can capture this bird, right? Nice. We didn't check that there is outside of the Wangshu Inn of the silk flower. So you have one left and we're done. We just need to find some animals. So I guess we're gonna have to take a walk going to I think Mondstadt. So hopefully we can find something just like this one. And we're done. Boom! Zoo Tycoon. At long last. And we're done with... Oh wait, did we get the fox? Yep, we're done getting the fox. It's you. Maybe it's you. Oh no, we're kinda laggy. At least we find some artifacts. I think I already talked to this guy. That's why I didn't put some signage there or a pin on the map. Is that a squirrel? Can we shoot that squirrel? Didn't get the squirrel. Let's try again. Okay. We just catch a squirrel. And I think the ducks right here don't know if we can capture them. Let's try. Nope, we cannot capture the target. But that thing, I think I'm 100% sure that we can capture that. Yep, that's a rare golden loach. This one's a rare one, the legendary freshwater amphibian that can spit out pearls. That's cute. That's right here. We have a new pet as well, umbrella finch. And the red horn. I think there is the other one. Crab? Can we capture a crab? Maybe we can. So they are just 3-star. Oh, I hope we can find a 4-star. So I guess that's it, guys. We're done with the what name? Cyno quest. So I guess we're gonna have to end our stream, guys. We're gonna feature another story quest on the next live stream. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next videos. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.
You think I've got a sharp tongue?